what's going on, man? We are live on Edgewood, right on Edgewood with Scotty ATL, man. I got a new player partner. Tell me what your name is and what brought you here.
I'm Alfie from the West Side. I follow Reels by Scotty, and I just love to see the talent that Scotty brings out. He's big in the community. I love that, so I want to support him.
Hey, you heard it here first. Show your girl, man. Do it.
Live on Edgewood, make some noise, man. It's going down, man. Shout out to Rich, homie. I still don't know what Thug was saying on that part. Oh, no. I don't know what he was, but it's dope, though.
It's dope.
I need to go look at the lyrics, man.
It ain't gonna come up because I tried that one and I tried that Bone Thugs. All I kept getting is Uncle Charles, y'all.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it ain't gonna be that, but we know it, man. Didn't the lifestyle.
Right.
We know that,
man. Y'all make some noise for my co-host, man, Nuface. What's up?
Yeah.
I am Scotty ATL. You are live at Grills by Scotty on Edgewood, to be exact, in the heart of the city, man. ATL. It's going down today. We got a very special guest. This guy has done so much, man. From being what I like to call a DJ extraordinaire.
That's a fact. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Before, you was able to just click a button and download all your music. He was bringing the DJs together.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's brought some of our favorite artists to life. B.O.B. that I know of. He's played a hand in T-Pain career.
Talk about it.
I feel like, if I'm not tripping, he's had a hand in Rick Ross' career too.
Yep. Trap Beckham. Come on.
Candy.
I collected magazines, so I remember Ozone magazines. He probably in about 90 of them pictures. I'm going through the page. I was like, this is before I knew his presence in the game. So I seen the presence, I seen the groundwork. This is somebody I took notes from, but like you said, had a hand in the career. Definitely a blueprint to me, man.
No doubt, man. And he's also an entrepreneur too. A lot of people don't know that. He's reinvented himself so many times. He's an entrepreneur too. I want you to put your hands together, man, and make some noise for TJ Chapman.
I got you down.
What you gonna do, nigga? What's up, man? Yes, sir. Hey, make some noise one time, man. What's up, TJ? How you feeling, man?
Pretty damn good.
Okay, all right, for sure. What you eat today?
Some catfish, some grits, and some French toast.
From what?
Thumbs Up.
From Thumbs Up. I like Thumbs Up. That's one of my favorite places to go.
Oh, that's dope. I've been going there forever.
Yeah, for sure. You like was one of the first food people before. What's my man name to be doing all the food critics?
Keith.
Yeah. Keith Lee. Yeah, you've been doing this before him though. He might have stole it from you.
Probably did. I've been bullshitting. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah. TJ is a foodie, man. But we're gonna get into some interesting stuff today. I feel like you got a inspiring story that a lot of people know it and a lot of people don't know everything that you've had a hand in. How did you get involved in the music industry to begin with?
I started out as a DJ. I was watching movies like Beat Street and Breaking, and the DJ was the nucleus, everything from controlling the parties to being involved in artists' music, whether it be production, whether it be actual scratching. But the DJ was the nucleus, and I just wanted to be that person.
So who introduced you to, like, man, you need to pick up these turntables? Or you just went out on your own and was just like, I'm gonna buy some and just learn?
I mean, watching Beat Street, where the DJ was center of everything, watching Breaking, where the DJ was the center of everything, that's what made me want to go out and become a DJ.
Wow, that's cool, man. And then you ended up creating a platform for DJs that connected DJs around the world. Tell us a little bit about that.
I started a company called TJ's DJs. It was a record pool. I had a website where I had tens of thousands of DJs worldwide. There were members in my message board that would come there and get music. Then I started an event called the TJ's DJs Tastemakers Only. It started out as a record pool meeting, but then grew to an actual music conference that everybody would come to from all over the United States.
Now, for those who don't know, what is a record pool?
A record pool is basically the labels would give me all the new music first, stuff that you couldn't buy in stores. And the DJs would pay me to be a member, and then I would ship out new music every 2 weeks. So say if you were a DJ in my pool, you pay me $100 a month, and then I'd ship out records every 2 weeks. You might get 50 to 75 records every shipment.
Wow.
But you couldn't buy this stuff in the stores because it wasn't available. The only way you could get it was promotionally from the labels, but the labels weren't going to service you directly unless you were a radio DJ. So you had to come through the pool.
Wow. That's interesting because now we have where you could just go online and you just get whatever is
you
hot.
want.
But this is a time in the era where you had to be a part of a community. If you was a DJ and you wanted to be DJing the hottest records, you had to be a part of a community.
That was the only way you could get it.
What were these record pools like? Like, was it like a party? I know you mentioned conference, but like, what was
the
it
pool
like?
itself was just an organization. And so say in my pool, I had 125 DJs that paid me every month to get these records. That were required to give me a top 20 chart every week. And then from that, I'd compile a score sheet and compile a chart, overall chart that I would send out to the labels and the artists once a week. And that's the way they could see what the records were doing, what was hot, what was the next record, everything. And then the conference was something separate.
Right.
And I started that because I was part of a record pool coalition, and they wanted me to do these record pool meetings. But I never really wanted to do this shit. And but they threatened to kick me out. So I ain't had no choice. So I finally did it. First time I did it, thought it was pretty cool. We did it at the Moon in a little side room, the Silver Moon Lounge. Had like 25 people come out, but it was like DJs, music people, a little local media. And it was a place where people could network and hear new music. And I thought it was cool, so I did it again. And we had like 50. I did it again. It just kept doubling in size till one day, a man, DJ Ace, who managed the Moon, was like, "Hey, TJ, we can't let you do your record pool meeting in the Silver Moon Lounge anymore." And I'm just like, "Well, damn, man, this shit is good. Like, why can't I do it in here no more?" He was like, "Hey, man, it's getting too big. We got to go ahead and move you to the big room." Now, the big room was like 2,000 person capacity.
Right.
And so I'm like, fuck that. I don't want to go to the big room. That shit too big. He's like, "Hey, bro, you got to." I was like, "I don't want to." He's like, "Well, you don't have a choice." So I was like, well, shit, I was mad. But the next one came, I did every 3 months, quarterly, 4 times a year. And so the next one came, and we were in this goddamn big ass room, and I'm just sitting there, and that bitch was slow. And I'm mad, like talking to myself. I knew I shouldn't have goddamn said yes and moved it to this damn big ass room. This shit empty. It's too damn big. And I don't know what happened. But then all of a sudden, like, boom, that bitch just filled up.
Damn.
And it was just like, oh my God. And I mean, the rest is history. Like every time I did it, just kept growing. And I'm talking about, man, people would come from everywhere. I mean, we're from the South. People in the South, all the hip hop shit was New York or West Coast. We didn't really have nothing in the South. So my platform that I created became the thing to do if you wanted your records heard in the South. You had to come.
So the artist was coming too.
I mean, all the artists would come.
Wow.
All the labels. I mean, everybody would come and perform on my stage.
The execs, the DJs, the artists.
The media. And it was like media, when I did my stuff, media and DJs were free. So, and then I also provided food and drinks. And so to me, it was good for them to be there.
Right.
But because I had them there, then all the labels, all the artists, everybody want to come because that's how you get your music heard. That's how you get your media coverage. That's how you get everything. And it's like people would come to my stage and then you would hear the records and people would leave taking this stuff everywhere, back home with them, wherever they came from. And the records would instantly spread. I mean, there were so many firsts, like first time Gucci Mane performed So Icy was on my stage at the Moon.
Wow.
Matter of fact, he didn't even know his lyrics. He got there, had to do the first verse 2 times because he ain't know the second verse.
Wow, that's crazy.
First time T-Pain performed on Sprung was right on my stage. First time Shop Boys performed Party Like a Rock Star was on my stage. I mean, there was so many different firsts on that stage at the Moon. You know, it was a place to be.
Wow. And so you ended up going on to meet artists like B.O.B., right? Mm-hmm. How did you meet B.O.B.?
Well, I had started an event called the Ozone Awards. We did Ozone Awards 3 years. It was basically about Southern hip hop. It was honoring people in Southern hip hop. The South once again didn't get the love they were supposed to, whether it was the Source Awards, whether it was the Vibe Awards, whatever. And so it was a big deal because we focused on Southern rap. And so all these people that was killing the game but weren't really getting acknowledged for what they were doing were getting acknowledged by us. Well, the first year was 06 in Orlando, second, 07 Miami, third, 08 in Houston. Well, I came to Atlanta that weekend after the one in Orlando in 06 to the core DJ retreat. And then I ended up staying an extra day. My man DJ Funky, Coalition DJs, called me bitching. Man, you don't fuck with me.
Right.
I'm just like, come on, man. Nah, you don't fuck with me. You never come hang out with me. I was like, okay, where you at tonight? I'll pull up.
Right.
He was like, well, I'm at Crucial. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to come through. Send me the address. I didn't know what was going on. Funky to this day now talks about he goddamn did this and that. Nigga, you ain't tell me what was going on. I came because you was bitching.
Right.
And so the whole time, I'm just in the VIP goddamn party. You know, I didn't recognize, I didn't pay no attention to nobody on stage performing. That's not why I was there. I was there to goddamn satisfy Funky.
Right.
So I didn't pay attention to nobody the whole night. And then all of a sudden, this one dude started performing. And then so next thing I know, I'm waving my hands side to side, like, okay, damn. Then all of a sudden, I'm rapping along with him. And I'm looking at myself like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You don't do this shit. And so then I'm asking everybody in the VIP. It was like a lot of DJs and radio people all there chilling. And I'm like, hey, you know, dude? They were like, no. I was like, hey, you know that song? They were like, no, I ain't never heard it before. So shit, when he got done performing, I went down to the stage and asked him his name. He told me his name was B.O.B. He asked me, he had a manager. He introduced me to his manager. I told him, hey, I think you're really dope. And I really like to be, part of your team.
Wow.
And so they let me be part of the team. That was August 14th, 2006. I remember that day because it changed my life.
Wow.
So a week and a half later, we was taking deal meetings. A month and a half later, October 3rd, 2016, we signed with Atlantic.
Wow. That's crazy. Make some noise for TJ, man.
Yo, I got my new player partner right here, Travius right here, man, and we got a question for our special guest, TJ's DJs. What's your question you got for our special guest today?
What skills do you think DJs need to be successful?
Number one, you have to be able to DJ. I feel like there's so many people out here because of technology, because of programs like Serato, actually being a DJ or having DJ skills really isn't needed anymore. All you have to do is know how to operate the software and push a button. I think more DJs need to understand and learn the fundamentals of DJing. and what the role of a DJ is. I mean, it's like you can go to a party and the DJ is gonna make or break it. You know, if the DJ doesn't feel the vibe of the people, if the DJ plays music only for himself, then you'll have a bad time at that party. But now if the DJ trying to cater to the people and feeling the vibes and everything, then you can have the best time of your life. But that's all dependent on the DJ. And so I think more DJs need to hone in on their skills.
So that's so interesting because like, had you not just even asked him his name and kind of was nonchalant about it, that you would have just missed out on a great opportunity like that.
Everybody else missed out. I'm just like, okay, ain't none of y'all paying attention to dude. Well, nobody was like, oh no, I don't know. That's okay. Well, shit. And all that kept going through my head the whole time was like, yo, that should make up for T-Pain. That should make up for T-Pain.
What happened with T-Pain?
Well, I got T-Pain his deal with Jive Records with Myth Hits. I was supposed to be part of Pain's career. I was supposed to get a percentage, you know, of everything. But Pain fell out with his dad. And I was on his dad's side. That's who I dealt with, his dad.
Right.
So when he fell out with his dad, I kind of goddamn wasn't in the play no more. But Akon, you know, Akon knew what happened and how it happened. So Akon paid me, you know, a finder's fee for the deal. He felt like Pain should also pay me, but I had never really got nothing from Pain. And so it was just like everybody knew, okay, because back then we didn't have the internet. You didn't have ways to just get music, so everybody that got Armstrong got it from me. Here, it wasn't no, what happened in Tallahassee, I didn't have nothing to do with as far as any type of radio play, DJ support. But all outside of Tallahassee, that was all me.
Wow.
And everybody knew. And so it's like, even though I never got the direct stuff directly that I was supposed to get out of that situation indirectly, everybody knew where it came from. So I got all kind of business and accolades and, you know, from that shit. It's like, I remember one day Polo the Don called me like, hey, TJ, I need you to do that T-Pain thing for me. I was like, what you talking about? He was like, I just did a joint venture deal with Interscope. I got a new artist, but I need to see if this is the right one before I let Interscope get involved. So I need you to go ahead and jump to start this for me. And so that was Rich Boy.
Wow.
So I used to take Rich Boy every place with me.
That's one of my favorite songs too.
Shit, another time, John Monopoly, he's Kanye West manager. Wow. John called me like, yo, TJ, I need that T-Pain thing, bruh. I was like, okay, what you need? He was like, man, we just did a new joint venture deal with DTP. I signed a new female artist. Her name was Shauna.
Yep, I remember Shauna.
And so John Monopoly met me in the park in Chicago with a brown paper bag full of money and needed me to go do my thing. And so I started the Shauna record off for him. But it was like a whole bunch of records and artists and stuff that I did through the years. I mean, because I had a whole pipeline. So It's like, I did so many people, so many labels.
What do you feel like? Because a lot of artists want a manager, but they're not ready for a manager. When would you say it's time for an artist to actually get a manager?
When they have something to manage? I mean, me as a manager, and I'm old school, so I'm with this new school shit, the new school shit where they charging monthly retainers for management. I don't, maybe I need to goddamn get with the times or some shit.
Right.
But it's like, I feel like if you paying somebody a monthly retainer, then what reason do they have to make sure they do the work? The way that I get paid, I do commission. And so I do a standard 20% commission. And so if you don't make no money, then I'm working for free. And so as long as you're not making money, I'm working for free. So that's my goddamn incentive to get up every morning and go hard all day, all night, so I can get you some money so I don't have to work for free.
Facts.
And so people thinking they need management, what's the point? If they don't have shit going on, it's like people ask me every day about management, and I appreciate it. But then I hate the shit because like you go look, and I always use this one dude as an example. It's like, if you can't have 50 followers, then hell no, you don't need to come to me about management. And it's funny because people get mad all the time. See, you ain't no real manager, you're going off followers. I ain't say 5,000 or 50,000 or 500,000. I said 50.
Right.
If you can't get 50 followers, then you ain't doing shit.
They gonna tell you they the hottest in the street too.
And I don't know.
The city know about me.
The city know about me. But do you think, like, what's the difference between nowadays what it takes to be an artist than when you saw B.O.B.? What's the difference? Because he only had to be good.
Well, the whole dynamic changed. I mean, back then I felt like it was about the music. I felt like it was about the artistry. Today, it's about the popularity. It's about people finding something interesting about you. It's people being entertained. And so I always preach this to artists, and they always complaining and crying and shit. But artists in 2024, you got to be content creators too. And if you're not creating content, then you're not going to be seen. You're not going to be heard. You're not going to be discovered. How can anybody listen to your music if they don't know you exist? And as a person, we all got money limitations. We all have to go by some kind of budget. Some people's budgets are bigger than others, but it still costs.
Right.
Social media is free. So why not take the time and build your platform so then you can push out and promote whatever you want, whenever you want, for free. Otherwise, you got to pay for every goddamn thing. And that's going to break you.
Damn. You know, it's funny because although we're talking about artists, I think this applies to
all businesses.
All businesses. Mm-hmm. You know, with it being 2024, you got a chance to connect on your own, with this platform, social media followers, your circle of friends, and then I'm sure a lot of people come to you about business opportunities too. Is it the same kind of concept? Like, man, how many people are following you in this business concept? Because you're in the entrepreneur world too. Mm-hmm. Is it the same concept when it comes to being an entrepreneur as an artist?
I mean, I think so. I mean, it's like I go through phases, you know, where I'll post or when I don't post.
Yeah.
And so when I'm actually posting and content and creating content, I find that people are constantly at me about business opportunities, about management, about all kind of things. And so sometimes I don't post because I really don't want all that.
Right.
But if I'm not posting, then people forget about me. You know, you can be great in life, but no matter what you've done, it don't matter if you can't stay relevant. And so the content thing, I feel like for a lot of people is what keeps them relevant. You can be an artist and you can have sold millions of records, right. #1 records all over the world. But if you're not active on social media, then you're not relevant to the people of today.
Wow. Make some noise for TJ real quick. All right. So we here, man. We live. I got my dog TJ in here, man. You know you can't go to Grills by Scotty and not get a grill.
Okay.
You feel me?
All right.
So I gotta get you right. First, I want to know, man, who was one of the first people you ever saw with a grill?
Well, you know, that's a hard question because I live in Florida. And, you know, when I moved to Florida, everybody had grills. It was common. It wasn't about, I mean, it was just normal.
Right.
Whether you were an old woman, old man, whether you was a gent, like, you can't be from Florida without a grill or some nappy ass dreads.
Exactly. What type of grill you think about getting today?
I think I'm gonna do the 6 to the bottom open face.
Oh yeah, that's a good choice. That's
All
a
right.
good choice right there. All right, we're gonna get you right, man. Is this your first grill?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, okay. All right, this is special then. Okay, so just make sure you don't talk. Don't move your mouth side to side. Takes a minute to do. Get you right here. Boom. We got the new school now, so this don't taste nasty like the dentist used to. All right, you ready? All right, stay like that. While TJ is getting molded up, I'm gonna get to the smile fact for the day. Did you know that before Tupac's Smile, there was a song originally written and orchestrated by Charlie Chapman for his modern time film that he did. The song was presented in 1936 and it was an instrumental that had no words on it. This is your smile fact for the day, brought to you by your dog, Scotty ATL, Grills by Scotty and Not Yet. Let's get it. So, switching gears a little bit, I know you are also into food.
Love food.
What's your favorite city to eat food in?
Damn, that's tough. I love New Orleans because they got some good ass food. You know, one place that I really don't hear people mention a lot that I like Portland. And the thing I like about Portland is in the downtown area, they got like 2 big city blocks with nothing but like food carts all around the whole block. Ain't no buildings, it's food carts around the whole city block.
Not trucks,
Not
carts.
trucks. It's not even really, I wouldn't even say carts, they're like little shacks.
Wow.
You know, it's like, it's this big, it's this big, and it's just got enough for them to cook in the back and to serve you in the front. But they have amazing food. They have all different kind of foods, no matter what it is you want to eat. They have it. My favorite country for food, I feel like Australia has some amazing food. My favorite dish is under the bridge spicy crab out of Hong Kong. It's some fried Dungeness crab with chili peppers and garlic, and it's amazing.
Wow. Okay. I'm trying to get into trying more food, TJ. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of grew up just eating what my mama had. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm trying to try at least one new thing when I go out.
I'll tell you all some new shit.
Yeah.
I got one for him, man. Cause
Okay.
we on this food, and it's Atlanta, so I got 2-part question. I got, you know, Atlanta is full of adult strip clubs, right? And I only go there for the food.
Me too.
But out of Atlanta, what's the best food that you tried at one of our adult entertainment clubs?
I mean, I always like food in Magic City.
Okay.
I always like Kale's cooking at the flame.
Okay.
Too. Okay.
Okay.
And I like eating at Strokers too.
No Cheetah Lounge?
Now I'm about to
I
say
mean, I like Cheetah, but man, I mean, I'll go there if I go there and I like to eat, but then I also like looking at the goddamn shit.
Right.
And the stuff that they do at Cheetah's, it's like they
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah.
they so damn stiff.
Yeah.
They ain't doing that no more though, man.
Oh, they changed?
No,
Yeah,
they changed. They got a
they
pole.
changed
They
that shit
tatted
Oh, man,
up.
I don't
They
believe
play
Oh, you
rap
gotta go
music.
back, TJ.
No, you gotta pull up soon.
They popping now.
They got tattoos, a pole in the middle now, TV screen.
Yeah, for
And that
real.
food busting, man. They got a
They ain't spraying no more.
I mean, they've been like a 5-star.
Yeah.
They food is off the chain.
You know, it's always been off the chain. I think I always liked the lobster and grits that I used to get from there.
Yeah.
Last one is American Deli or J.R. Creek.
American Deli.
Facts. You gotta say crispy though. Cause they'll give you them gummy wings though. I don't like them gummy wings. J.R. Cricket be too hard sometimes
They're too
though.
small.
Yeah, no, I
This shit
ain't
be
never
dry.
understand why people go crazy over J.R. Crickets myself.
Yeah. the lemon pepper wings is good if you get the blue cheese with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, in the entrepreneurial spirit, how tough is it for you to run your business? Because you have a new business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about your new business that you have.
In January, I opened a vegan food truck called Plant Menage. It's based in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. But even on that, like I have a business partner who has restaurant experience. So I owned a vegan restaurant in Tallahassee for 5 years. So he handles the day-to-day operations of the business. So I don't really have to worry about that stuff. I'm more of the financial partner, but the menu, the cooking, all that stuff, that's where he excels at, and he has a gift.
Wow. Does it put a strain on you having to do both? Although you're just doing it in that manner, do you still kind of, is it more time for you, or just,
Not
you know what I'm saying?
really. I mean, it just depends on certain aspects, like trying to get it going, having to drive around and go to Orlando and Miami trying to find a truck that I want to buy, and then finding the people who gonna fit the truck out, put the kitchen in there, design the wrap it, all that stuff. So all that stuff was a process.
Right.
But other than that, I think the hardest part right now is finding a permanent location, because we don't have a permanent location. He's constantly moving. Different days of the week, he's in different places at different times. I mean, that's pretty consistent, but it's not a stationary spot that we can do delivery and advertise, and so that's what I'm working on right now.
Cool. What advice would you give an artist out there that's been working hard, but they feel like they want to give up?
Sometimes you just need to give up shit, because really the issue with rap today is anybody can be a rapper in 24 hours. All you need is one of these. If you got this, then you can download a beat off SoundCloud or YouTube. You can goddamn record that using some app on your phone. You can mix it. You can go to Canva, goddamn make you a cover, and do yourself a photo shoot real quick.
Right.
Then pay $25 to get on DistroKid, and now you a rapper.
Right.
I don't know if you been at this for a while or you just got there and started this morning. And that shit, because it's like, I love the fact that there's all these apps and it's a lot easier for anybody to get into it. But then I don't, because some people don't need to get into it, and it's goddamn diluting the rap game, and it's killing things.
Right.
And so some of y'all need to quit, because you should have never started in the first goddamn place.
Have you ever had to tell somebody personally?
All the time. Shit. I'm gonna tell them. I'm the one.
Yeah.
Now I will say I have gotten death threats.
Right.
They take it kind of personal.
Right.
And even when you're not trying, and I'm not saying it to take them down or anything, but it's just like some people just don't need to do this shit.
Right.
At all. Like, I mean, for those of y'all that really try and make an effort,
Yeah.
and have to compete with somebody that just started rapping today, and they might not be able to rap, but because they do crazy shit, the people like them, and so because they like them, they fucking with them, and it's like music is actually becoming secondary, and so if they like you, they gonna like whatever you're doing. So, and I always talk about, I'm not young. I got a couple grades. But I talk about old artists and new artists all the time. But when I say old artists, I'm not really even referring to age. I'm referring to frame of mind. You old in the head. You're old because of how you were brought up, or how you were raised, and your beliefs and this and that. So you don't believe that you should do this or you should do that. Whereas some young artists, they don't give a damn. They goddamn shoot a video over the casket at a funeral or go live.
Right.
Not think nothing about it.
Yeah.
But the old heads got morals. Oh no, you can't do that at a funeral. Okay, well, that's why they ain't fucking with you.
Right. Damn. That's crazy, man. Hey, man, make some noise for TJ Chapman, man, please. Man, you know, I feel like you're one of the people in the game that, to be honest, I feel like more people need to give you your flowers for what you've contributed to the game, the artists you've birthed, the jewels you dropped, the DJs you've connected, you know, and just your wisdom and understanding how the music game works. You know what I mean? You even told me some things that I've kept with me for a while, you know, in terms of knowing when a song is a good song or not, you know, by the way it feels to you. Does it make you move or not, you know? So, man, we appreciate you, man, as a show, as a culture, as a community. I know Nuface can say the same, man. Thank you for everything that you have given to the game, you know what I'm saying? And to me specifically, too, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Hey, man, make some noise one more time for TJ Chapman, man, for sure. Hey man, look, make sure you follow us on Live on Edgewood TV. This your boy Scotty ATL checking in, checking out at Grills by Scotty, live on Edgewood TV. Let's get it.